and gentlemen, and welcome to this first official presentation of EtherChain, which is the brand new smart contract that is about to be deployed on Tuesday, June 9th. This is a very, very exciting time for me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andreas Cartrud. I am the creator and designer of this contract. I did not code and deploy it myself. I have used a professional corporate to do so. The smart contract itself is 99.9% complete. We are just running the final tests, and we will deploy it on the mainnet Monday evening, and we will go live Tuesday. It will be 1 p.m. CET. That would be 9 a.m. in the morning Eastern time. Asian time, 9 a.m. overall. We will come out with official time or the time for everything. So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for coming on to this presentation. You guys are the first in the world to hear this official presentation, to see the PDF, to be a part of what EtherChain is about to be. Now, for those of you who don't know what smart contracts is, it is a contract deployed and coded deployed on the blockchain. So it is a protocol that is automatically executed on the blockchain. You cannot alter it, you cannot change it. Once it's there, you cannot remove it. So there's no company, there's no owner, there's no entity behind it. It is 100% decentralized on the blockchain. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the presentation itself. I'm just going to share my screen. 2 seconds. And there we go. Going to move us up a little bit up to the side. So we're looking at EtherChain. Now, what is EtherChain? We are going to do a brief introduction to that. It is the first 100% decentralized community fund. It is a financial system created with blockchain and smart contract technology. It is the most transparent financial fund system in the world. So let's have a look at how it works. First, an introduction of EtherChain. Well, a smart contract is an intelligent protocol deployed on the Ethereum public or platform public chain. It has the characteristics of being non-corruptible, tamper-proof, fair, just, open, and transparent. The EtherChain smart contract is designed to provide everyone with an independent financial foundation based on blockchain and smart contract technology. That by depositing Ethereum into the fund, which is the contract address, you activate the program and you will receive 310% back, distributed accordingly to the contract algorithm. Now, EtherChain is 100% decentralized and community-based. So there are no additional profits being made in the system. It is a P2P support model which ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all. There are no mediators, no intermediaries, no owners, no company, or no human interaction, which is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners according to the rules of the smart contract. Now, it is the most reasonable, safest, and best cutting-edge financial support model available at this time. So how does it work? Well, you enter EtherChain by depositing a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum to the fund. You're now eligible to receive 310% of your investment back. For example, if you put 1 Ethereum in, you can receive 3.1 back. Now, the 310% ROI is returned in 4 ways. You have 1 passive, and you have 4 marketing ways. When 310% is accumulated through any of the 4 ways, a new deposit needs to be made equal or greater to continue receiving from the fund. So we are operating in 310% cycles. Whatever you deposit, you will receive a 310% return on. There's 4 ways. The first one is completely passive. You do not need to refer, you do not need to do anything. You only need to deposit to the fund, and you will receive 1% daily ROI on that deposit. If you're not doing anything, you will receive it daily until you have received 310%. Now, if you want to help and grow the community and grow the fund, you will receive a 10% direct referral commission for every person that you introduce to this fund. That goes for both first deposits and redeposits. Now, the third one is a matching commission on partners' daily ROI income. We're going to look at the ROI slide for the details of this. And there's also a daily top refer pool, which is 5% of all deposits. We're going to look at this in detail. Now, the daily ROI is very, very straightforward. 1% of the invested amount is paid daily to all users by the system algorithm, up to the point when the maximum deposit limit is reached, i.e. 3.1 times. So suppose that your invested amount is 5 Ethereum, you're now eligible to receive 15.5 Ethereum from the fund. daily you will receive 0.05 Ethereum until 310 days, or until the maximum limit is achieved by any of the other three ways, whichever reaches first. Now, the direct commission is awarded to a sponsor when the direct partner makes a deposit. It accounts for the first deposits and redeposits. This is 10% of the invested amount. So, i.e., the direct partner deposits 10 Ethereum, you will receive 1 Ethereum as a commission. There are no limits to how many direct partners that you can have. Now, all commissions apply towards the 3.1 times limit. So, as an example here, if you sponsor somebody who deposits 3 Ethereum, you will instantly earn 0.3 Ethereum. Somebody deposits 0.6, you earn 0.06. Somebody deposits 1, you earn 0.1. 7, you earn 0.7, and so on. And I said there's no limits to how many directs you can have. This is about growing this fund so that it can sustain as many people as possible for a long, long time. Now, the third one is the daily ROI commission. And this is, this is the leverage point of the whole compensation plan. For those of you who want to market this and help to grow this fund and work with EtherChain, this is what you want to pay attention to. The daily ROI matching commission is based on the daily return of your partners' deposits. That means the 1% that they earn daily, you will receive a matching commission on. So whenever your partner receives their daily income, you receive a matching. The levels of matching is based on how many directs you have. So if you have 1 direct, you have only 1 level of matching. If you have 3 directs, you will have 3 levels of matching. If you have 15 directs or more, you have 15 levels of matching. So there's 1 level added for each direct referral. And the matching commission is as following. For all your directs, you will receive a 30% matching on their daily 1%. So let's just say as an example that you sponsor somebody who deposits 10 Ethereum into the fund. He is earning daily 0.1 Ethereum, and you're earning a 30% match on that. That's 0.03 Ethereum daily. As long as that partner is earning every single day, you are earning every single day. So all directs, you get a 30% matching. On every single partner on your 2nd level, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you will receive a 10% match on their 1% daily ROI. On all partners on level 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you will receive an 8% commission or a matching commission. And level 11 to 15, you will receive a 5% matching commission. This is where you can actually build a substantial daily residual income on a smart contract. It doesn't go away. It's not that like these companies that run off with everything. This is a smart contract. It's blockchain technology, 100% decentralized. That brings trust. So the daily ROI commission is like this. The last one is the daily top sponsor pool, which is 5% of all deposits. It is called the top 4 daily sponsor pool. So every day, 5% of all Ethereum deposits is added to the top daily sponsor pool. 10% of that pool is awarded to the top 4 sponsors of Ethereum volume that day. And the remaining 90% is rolled over to the next day to continue to increase the pool and let that grow bigger and bigger and bigger, so that as time goes on, this pool will be anything from 5, 10, 50, 20, 100, 200, 500 Ethereum. 10% of that can be quite a lot. The 10% is allocated as following. So the number 1 sponsor will earn 40% of that, number 2, 30, number 3, 20, and number 4, 10%. And this is awarded daily. So every day, every single deposit, 5% goes into a separate pool. Every day, 10% of that pool is given out to the 4 top sponsors in Ethereum volume to the fund, those who brings in most volume to the fund itself. And the daily sponsor pool is active from day 1. So when we go live on Tuesday, that pool is going to be paid out in the next 24 hours. Now, going over to the deposit functions, we do have a minimum and a maximum limit on depositing. And as I said, we're going in cycles. The reason that we go in cycles is very, very simple, guys, because if you're depositing into the fund and you can receive unlimited, that fund is going to drain drastically quick. But you're earning in a 310% cycle, which means you're getting a 210% profit from what you set in. Now, if you want to continue to receive from this support fund, this community fund, you will need to make a new deposit. So what happens? old members become new members to help to pay the new members as well. Because as said, this is all community based. Like any smart contract, people and deposits needs to come in order for it to go out. And the same thing is here. It's just that the algorithm is very, very different, and it pays out passively 1% a day. So the first time that you deposit to Ether chain, you have a minimum deposit of 0.1. That is the minimum entry. The maximum entry is 10 Ethereum. So you can choose whatever you want between that. Once you receive the 310%, either if that takes 310 days, if you're passive and just receive the 1% day, or if you want to market it and you want to help build this community, you're going to receive it a lot faster. When you make that second deposit to continue earning, you need the minimum deposit need to be equal to the same deposit you did the first time or greater. So second cycle equal or greater than the previous cycle, up to 30 Ethereum. So the second cycle you can invest maximum of 30. The third cycle you can invest maximum of 90 Ethereum, and the fourth cycle and beyond you can invest up to 200 Ethereum. There are no limits to how many cycles you can do, because for each cycle that you are activating, you are now contributing to the fund. You're helping the fund again to grow. So that is how the deposit functions work. Going over to the algorithm distribution of the funds. So for 100% going in, 1% goes as a platform fee, an admin fee, 5% is going to the daily pool, 10% goes instantly to the direct referral commission, while 84% is reserved for distribution of the daily ROI and the referral commission. So as you can see, there's an image here showing the Ethereum pool. This is kind of a visual of how this works. You have new supporters, you have redeposits, and you have high-level members, that is the leaders that are building new deposits as well. Everybody's adding into the pool, into the contract fund. And then you have the adjustment valve that will pay out 1% a day every 24 hours to every single member. 84% of each deposits go into this pool. 10% goes instantly as a direct commission, 5% as a daily pool, and 1% as admin fee. Now that 1% is set aside so that we can use that for marketing tools. We are now right now coming up with several videos, posters, banners, PDFs that we will be sharing with the entire community in order to help this grow. So that 1% is going to be set aside for marketing tools. I am completely transparent with this and how this works. Everything is transparent on the blockchain. The contract will be open source. It will be 100% verified. It's open for all. It is a community-based contract. Now, finishing off with the important notes, EtherChain is a community-based project. It is 100% decentralized, peer-to-peer transactions through smart contract. Each deposit cycle is 310%. When 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue receiving from any of the 4 ways of the fund. So that means even if you're now building a community and you're earning that 310%, you're earning now a matching commission on several levels and all that. If you do not redeposit, you're not going to continue earning because you need to activate that 310% cycle. So even if you build a team and you do not reactivate, all earnings stop. The moment you activate and redeposit, all earnings will continue. The minimum entry is 0.1 Ethereum. We are open to all participants. There's no restrictions, no boundaries. No referrals are required in order to receive from this fund. 1% pays out daily to all members, 100% passive. If you contribute to the fund contributes back to you. You can increase the speed of your returns by growing the community fund through marketing, sharing of EtherChain. That's it, guys. We are a decentralized finance platform full of transparency. This is about fairness and it's fully automatic. So with that, I want to thank you for being on.